Hi, Bernie Golias, Chief Car Idiot, and welcome to the 2019 Summit Racing Equipment IX Piston Power Autorama. What a beautiful show. And not only that, but we have a wonderful, beautiful couple and a wonderful, beautiful car behind us. A lot of history here. On my left is Collette.
Hi, guys.
On my right is her husband, Larry.
How you doing, gang?
All right. What can you tell us about this car? How did you get involved with it? What's the history behind it? And you two, as husband and wife, the relationship, what makes it tick? Larry,
Well,
you first. I know you're lost for words.
Okay, well, anyway, I got into cars, as a young kid. I'm 54, going on 55 this year, and I've always loved custom cars. So, anyway, me and Collette met about 8 years ago, and she started getting into the car scene, and so she ended up getting a 1954 Kaiser for her birthday about 4 years ago, and she got a parts car with her car too. So she got her Kaiser. So the parts car is what's behind me right here, and instead of sending the parts car to the garbage, I saved it and I built the Sahara.
Unbelievable build. When I first saw this, it looked like something that came out of the show, I forget, the Nutty Professor. I believe the car was like it was done by George Barris.
Yes.
And it was, I mean, it's very similar, but I don't
There's actually a movie called Cinderfella.
And that's it, Cinderella.
Yes, and that was the Golden Sahara that was in a movie that I fell in love with that car like 35 years ago, and what got me to build this car here. So I did a lot of research over the last 35 years, and that Kaiser is what got me to build this, because the Kaiser was a junkyard. I was ready to go to the junkyard. So I'm like, what, instead of staying at the junkyard, I'm going to build the VooDoo Sahara, which is kind of not a clone, but my interpretation, tribute of that car, and that's why I built mine.
Well, it's an unbelievable build.
2 years, a long 2 years.
Okay, so
Felt like forever, though.
now,
This was all him. This whole build was his vision and something he's always wanted for a long time. So I was just the proud wife, the supporter, and I cheered him along the whole way through. And planned our whole wedding while he was working on this.
see that, girls? It's possible.
It's possible.
Well, what a wonderful build. What kind of motor is in this car?
It just has a small block Chevy, a 1969 Camaro, small block Chevy, automatic transmission. It's got power steering, power brakes. It's still on the Kaiser frame. Firewall forward is the 80 Camaro. It's got a 72 Nova rear end. It's got air ride in the back. But everything else around the car is pretty much about 95% scratch build.
There's not much Kaiser left to it.
My goodness, this is a lot of period pieces in here.
Yeah, I try to keep the car as era correct, like 1959, 60 era custom car that you would have saw at car shows back in those days. And that's where my whole dreaming was coming from, is to build something like people forgot about this style of cars. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful cars in here, but this brings you back to the era is what you saw at car shows, the future, so that's where I got mixed up with this here,
Well, you picked out the coloring, you did everything. This is really a nice rendition. Look. I mean, we're going to get close-ups of this, but do you go for a ride in this all the time?
We did drive at 9 miles, and that was the scariest 9 miles. Oh, 6 miles. It wasn't 9, but it felt like 9. It doesn't really see road time. It's mostly in a trailer because we show it. We like to show the car, but we did drive it 6 miles, and it was very scary. But we did it. Slow and slow.
Well, you don't want to go over train tracks with this, do you?
We actually did, and we actually bottomed the skirt out. So that's what's nice about the air ride. But yeah, we scratched the bottom of the skirt on going over those train tracks. So at least I can say we did drive it a few miles, but it's a show car. Yeah, it's a straight up show car. It's got 6 miles on the odometers, but it's got 20,000 travel miles on it.
Well, you do these. I mean, what's your next show from here?
Well, it's going to take a little bit of a break, but I think we're going to be hitting the Custom Car Revival down in Indianapolis.
Did you ever go to the SEMA show?
I have not. I've never been to SEMA. I've been invited to go every year, but just having the time away, I'm trying to build these cars in the shop. It's just it's those got to get done. So I can only travel to a few shows a year.
I understand. Well, tell us a little bit about your shop.
My shop's out of Chicago, just west of O'Hare Airport in Elk Grove Village. I have a 5,000 square foot shop, and I only strictly do hot rods and customs.
And what's your name?
The shop is VooDoo Larry Customs, and like I said, on the west side of the O'Hare Airport. I've been in business 15 years now, and yeah, just staying busy, you know, just staying busy. Building traditional hot rods, customs, you know. That's what I do.
Well, you do it very well, and you help them, obviously. You said you did.
I take care of all the invoicing and the billing, so I'm like, pay the bill. That's me. Gotta have somebody to do it.
That's right. You got to pay the bills to keep this beautiful car going, right?
That's true.
Well, I want
all of our customers. They're great people, and they really love what he brings to the table and his ideas that he has. They're amazing.
Well, it's definitely amazing. What a great show car. No doubt about it. Larry, thank you for being on Car Idiots Forever.
Thank you.
Collette, thank you for being on Car Idiots Forever.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you at caridiotsforever.com.